Good morning. I had to restart the computer because I upgraded or updated my graphics drivers, so for some reason the stream didn't work. All right, let's see here. So there's a lot of earnings, and then there are also some random micro cap gappers. Nothing interesting. I am looking at these things. Oh man, QS. Oh, I guess I should have. I should have followed my sell rules. Kept the, used the 10-day sell rule. But it's kind of hard because it went up 45% from the highs. I sold it like $40 or low 40s. And now it's back where I sold it. Okay. Anywho, we have Okta, Snow, ESDC. Question is, are they gonna have any follow through? DNLI. Yeah, it's setting up. It looks like a pretty decent setup. It's it could work, but I would prefer if it went sideways a bit more. But that's all what I always say. So let's see here. Trying to figure out which one of these earnings may be worth live. ESDC I'm gonna pass on. That's way too illiquid for me. ZS. This one. I don't know. I feel like passing on. CrowdStrike is another one. Oh man. Tough. Let's see if this thing can just go sideways a little bit more, tighten up. Would be nice, but it looks like it wants like go to low 200s. It really does have that look. Tesla covered after hours, gapped up on some Goldman upgrade. But they technically had a perfect bounce of the 10 days, so like I wouldn't be surprised if this thing goes to 1,000 before the S&P 500 inclusion. They're not gonna make it easy for the shorts. Chumia gapping higher. Why is not my show? Oh, why is no text showing? Oh, okay. No. I bought some Nvidia yesterday, but I sold half before the close since it really didn't go. I would have preferred a close over 550, but it looks like it's kind of slow. NIO still have my short. I'm trying some patience on it. I'm gonna look for ranges to potentially trade this thing. Ideally it hits high 40s and then maybe we get a quick setup. GBTC is flagging, looking really good. Yeah, looks like pretty much all my longs are up pre-market. Jumia is gapping higher. This thing could be an opening range low play. Wait, SSR is on? Oh man. APTV. APTV, there's absolutely no setup here. You need to review the YouTube video. That's no setup. VVPR, yeah, it's getting tight. Yep, it's getting tight, VVPR. QCOM, well, it broke out 2 days ago. I don't know why you are looking at it now. It broke out 2 days ago. Yeah, Zillow is setting up. Hence why it's in my watch list. So no, yeah, this thing had set up 2 days ago. And mRNA, I covered all of it yesterday before the stream, or just as I closed the stream, or was it before? I don't remember. But I am watching this 141 area maybe on the 60-minute. It seems to be an area of interest potentially. SPWR, I don't see a setup there. And I'm also potentially interested in adding to NIO and also reshorting Jumia on this bounce, but these are probably gonna be like quicker trades. I don't know. And then we have these earnings gappers like CrowdStrike, ESTC, CS, Okta, those three. If I see, I don't know, I'm not super excited about them, but I may be interested in CrowdStrike and CS and Okta. We'll see how they act. Okay, good luck, guys. Okay, guys, let's stick to business in the first half hour. Just a friendly reminder. Man, these Octa and these things are making it a little bit... I'm gonna wait a little bit on this before I make a decision. I'm trying to figure out if SC is a good setup or not. Like yesterday was a wide day, but it is breaking out of this range, so you could use kind of a tight stop. I don't... Man, I hate these kinds of setups. Sometimes they can work really well, but... I don't know. Yeah, and I tried to get... I tried to add, but I didn't get filled. Fuck. It was so quick, and SSR is on. Damn, NIO. Perfect multi-day bounce. Ran into the 60. You see where this thing stopped? The 65 EMA? This thing has been acting as a support the whole way up. Now it's acting as a resistance. You see this? This is called backside. So it looks like CES was the one to buy of earnings, straight up. While something like CrowdStrike is near the lows of the day. ESTS is strong too, and Okta is strong too. Yeah, I passed on all three of them. I just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. And Tesla on its way to 1,000. Very nice. Yep, SC. I got. I bought a small position, so I was unsure about the setup, but yeah. I guess it's gonna go now that I. Let's see here. 19. These EV and SPAC names are staging a little bit of a comeback for now. Okay, NIO, let's see, it's trying to bounce here. This may have been everything that it may not want to go down more. Like these things, like if you learn these setups, like these mean reversion setups, like if you're a day trader, there's so much money to be made. Like I think the mean reversion setups are the most profitable day trading setup. And then also combined with these earnings, opening range highs, that's also good day trading setup if you don't want to swing trade. There's so many opportunities. Guys, if you have any questions that I didn't answer, you can ask now. Now I have some time to answer. When did I stop day trading? What's my full name? Guys, do you have eyes? Like, use your eyes. There's some text here, right? Do you see this text? Follow these instructions. No, not ask me anything. Ask me setup related stuff. It's the first 30 minutes after the open, guys. Come on. We are here to make money, not to entertain ourselves. If I like INO over 1360, no, I really don't. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see a setup. I know the sector is hot, but INO doesn't really have anything. But if there's a setup, I will trade it. But right now, I don't see a setup. DNLI is a good setup. Someone already, it is a good setup. It is. But it's already kind of extended, so I'm not sure if it will work. But yeah, it's surfing the 20-day. You know, but I would prefer more sideways. I would. NQ, because I don't trade futures. If FSEL was a good short today, no, there's no setup here. Needs to, when you trade these mean reversion setups, they need to run into some kind of resistance, either on the daily or the 60-minute. Like fuel cell, it hasn't bounced enough. But if it would have gapped up towards, mid 8s or something, like then it could have, mid high 8s. That would have been a mean reversion, like day trade setup. Definitely. I think we may get some really nice bull flags. Some of these are already breaking out on the 60-minute, which is kind of annoying. I hope they can go sideways for a few more days, these EV names. Snow had a perfect 10-day bounce on the earnings. I know it was gapping lower initially, but... Oh, now they're all going. Oh, and I didn't do any of these earnings gappers. What an idiot. They're all straight up. CS2. Oh, come on. Yeah, at least I got SC. Well, this one, well, we'll see. Okay, looks like things are bouncing here. NIO. Yeah, all these EV things are pretty strong. I think I'm gonna cancel my order on NIO. Nah, we'll see. Caesar? Yeah, probably the 20-day needs to catch up. His pen is also starting to set up in a nice way. Ideally a few more days of sideways. NIO, it's a mean reversion setup. Multi-day bounce. D-Dog on the weekly. Well, it looks good on the weekly, but it needs to break out over that 100 area, I guess. Ideally it goes sideways until next week. Why isn't AMD? Guys, just because something is breaking out doesn't mean you're entitled to make money. Come on, man. Why isn't AMD going up faster since it's breaking out? Just because it's a breakout doesn't mean a stock has to go up. And if it goes up, doesn't mean it has to go up fast. Come on. Yalla. What I think on APVO, well, this is a buyout related thing. I wouldn't trade it. Yeah, that sounded like a very entitled question. Why isn't it moving up faster since it's breaking out? Well, because the markets don't owe you anything. That's why. And I mean, come on, AMD had a powerful breakout. This is a big move for this stock. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up to 120 eventually, but this is a very good start of this breakout. Like, it doesn't have to go up every day. It's a powerful move. Dun, 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 dun. AVLR, yeah, it's kind of setting up. It is. Why am I not getting any? Isn't this GMHI Luminar? Why am I not getting data for this? Weird. Tilray. Yeah, I know, it's laser. That's why I was wondering why I wasn't getting any data. Oh man, it's NVIDIA. I'm gonna get rid of this piece of shit. It's too slow, man. It's so slow. If it doesn't go today, I'm gonna sell it. Or well, it depends on where it closes, I guess. I wanna be in faster moving stocks. ECB. Yeah, when is the vote? Is it today or tomorrow? Oh, they already voted? Okay. I thought it was gonna be a market moving event. Yeah, patience on NVIDIA, but it's not moving. That's the problem. EP, where you get earnings data. I use the fly on the wall, but you can also use like Seeking Alpha, that's for free. Why am I not getting data on this thing? Where is this laser? Guys, can anyone tell me where this laser is trading right now? It's the old GMHI 2120. So it's okay because my quotes seem to be stuck. Do you guys get data on this thing? Dollar Tree, it's not even a tradable stock. Don't trade Dollar Tree. It's not a tradable stock. Some stocks are just not meant to be traded, and Dollar Tree is one of them. Stick to the stocks that are actually moving. I don't see a setup on Dollar Tree anyway. Damn, I didn't get filled on full size on Chumia. These things were so fast out of the gate. Oh, by the way, I'm so dumb, man. I can get the quotes in eSignal in Centerpoint in Sterling. I'm so dumb, man. Okay. Oh, why didn't I buy CS? Look at this thing. Opening range highs, 166, and straight up since. Oh, I hate when there's so many. Like, if there was only one of them reporting, I would have been all over that thing. But you had like 3 of them that looked, 4 of them, and I just froze. What an idiot. Oh, what an idiot, man. That's okay. I think this is EV sector. I think if these things can go sideways for a few more days, I'm not necessarily talking about the big China ones, but I'm talking about stuff like, I don't know, maybe Blink, Plug. This thing had a nice 20-day undercut and reclaim, and I was flagging. Stuff like QS, Plug, QS, SPE, SCDG, Solar Name. Like, some of them are starting to look good. Fisker. This one I sold it for like a small profit. These things, man, these things could go. EMPH, JKS. Run, maybe not Run. BE. There's a lot of this. It just can go sideways for a few more days. Gonna be some pretty decent setups there. mRNA, I hope this thing goes back to high hundreds at least. This was pretty big. Exos, nah, I don't see it. It's a choppy one. It had a setup 2 days ago, but that one failed. And now it's kinda, nah, I don't see a setup here. After my initial entry? Well, if you follow the instructions on the screen, you will see. weekly breakout. Yeah, but stocks go up on lower volume. Indices go up on lower volume. Guys, low volume is good. Indices go up on low volume. They go down on high volume, they go up on low volume. Yeah. But on individual stocks, big volume is good in breakouts. But on indices, it's low volume, usually. You can just clearly see, if you look at the like Nasdaq 100 or whatever, you can clearly see, if you just look at the daily chart, the red bars are generally bigger than the green bars. The best runs were on low volume, like something like late 19, early 20. Look at this, low volume. Then you had a sell-off on high volume. Then you had another low volume grind this year. Then you had a little volatility on higher volume, and now in a low volume grind again. Low volume is good. Thoughts on Snow? Well, it's an intriguing company, but I don't see a setup there. Fed is helping. Who cares? Follow price action. Who cares who's helping? It's not gonna help you. It doesn't matter. None of that is gonna help you. Follow price action. There's always someone helping and sabotaging. All that matters is how you react to reality, not anything else. I see a lot of these like mushroom stocks and psychedelics starting to get pushed. The CMPS is something. Yeah, I know. MMEDF, not MMDEF, and CMPS are the mushroom stocks. Man, oh fuck me! I can't believe I didn't. Oh, why did they have to be 4 of them the single day? Couldn't there have been 2 yesterday and 2 today? I hate when they report in clusters. It's the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, well, no. GRWG, isn't that a... Well, maybe it's a mushroom play too, yeah, I guess. It's a clusterfuck, yeah. Seal, Kethama, okay. Yeah. HIBB? Nah, not really. I don't really like it. I don't see a good setup there. Oh, man. But the jury is still out there, like... When I buy earnings, I want big multi-week, multi-month moves. Like these things could all, just be one-day wonders. Or maybe not. Twilio. Well, the breakout was like 2 weeks ago, right here. This is where it broke out. This is just a random update. You have no edge, absolutely no edge buying it here. If you want an edge, you need to buy them right. You just can't buy any random update. Guys, you know, you need to get them right. You need to get them right. Just because something is up doesn't mean it's a breakout. NVCR, yeah, well, it kind of had a little bit of a breakout yesterday, but I don't know if the setup was that good. Peak double top? What do you mean double top? There's no double top in this thing. Fast, yeah, Fastly, I am looking at it. The whole sector, Net, Fastly, and what was the third one? What was the third one? These are like, what's it called? Network as a service, like cloud networking or whatever. And yeah, DDoG, exactly, DDoG. Yeah. Apparently the next big thing. No, it's not SaaS, it's network as a service, it's not SaaS. It's like virtual networks or whatever. I don't know. You can have a network in the cloud. Maybe it is SaaS too. I don't know what the definition is for SaaS, but yeah, network as a service. NAS, I guess. Yeah, Cloudflare. Edge computing, is it that? Is it called that too? Yeah. It's a lot of names for these things. I don't know. I don't know anything. Tesla is kind of. I'm not even gonna look at it. Like mRNA, like yesterday it had a bounce day, today it's having a bounce day, like tomorrow, like let's say this thing goes to like mid-high 150s today, and tomorrow it gaps up, that would be a perfect third day bounce setup. SC actually has pretty decent volume. It's only 36 minutes after open and it's already traded almost average daily volume. So the volume is good. But again, it was kind of a wide coming into today. But sometimes when it breaks, when a stock breaks a range, like a really clean range, it can have some wideness before it. But I usually, I prefer tightness. That's why I did half size. I wanted to be in it, but I didn't want to go full size in case they pull the rug. I think the whole market is gonna sell when the vaccinations begin in January or whatever. I guess it's different for different countries. I think there may be like a sell the news type of a thing for the whole market. Like they run, let's say like they run the market up into year end and maybe early next year, and then they sell it off when we start reopening and going back to normal. That wouldn't surprise me. It's a classic buy the rumor, sell the news. But boy, do I hope that we go parabolic into year end in the markets. That would be so epic. There's a video. Well, if you type exclamation mark YouTube, there's a video. I think the scans are in there, and also on my pinned Twitter, my pinned tweet on Twitter. There's a couple of videos. Man, I've been reading on this QS. This thing is pretty damn interesting. Solid state batteries. Volkswagen is a big owner. It's backed by Bill Gates. This thing is interesting. Like their batteries are pretty. Battery tech is pretty interesting. Could be the next big thing. I need a setup. Yeah, big volume on snow. Yeah, and Qatar Investment Authority to announce the stake. Yep, there's some pretty legit backers and investors in that company. Tells you something about. It's just it doesn't feel like one of these random retail pumps like Blink and some of these bullshit stocks, KNDI, you know. Like anytime you have legit people behind, like big names, not every time obviously, but you have multiple big names behind something, you know, I think the odds of success are higher. Obviously Nikola being the exception. They kind of duped everyone. GM. I wonder how much due diligence General Motors did on this company. What a bunch of overpaid idiots. Yeah. Well, APVO, I already said my thoughts before. This is a buyout related thing. I wouldn't be trading it. Between an earnings breakout and an earnings EP, well, yes, there is a difference, I guess, because one is a gapper and the other may not be a gapper. It's just a breakout. Like a good example is this JD here. I mean, I didn't really qualify as an EP. It didn't gap up enough. It only gapped up like 4 or 5%, 5% maybe, 4 or 5. And then EP, like usually the best ones, they gap up 10, 15, 20%. So this was like a earnings breakout. But I mean, you trade them the same way. You buy opening range highs, sell opening range lows. Easier said than done, obviously, since I kind of missed this. Oh, CS. Oh my god, it's up like 20%. No, it's not up. It's up like 8% from the opening range highs. Never mind. But the stock is up 20. Okta is straight up. ESDC. Oh, fuck. Shopify looks good. Yeah, but where was the entry? Right here. Right here is where the breakout happened. The early breakout. Now, if you know, this is not a good setup at all. Oh, you bought it? Nice. Oh shit, Shumia is coming back. I got filled on my full size now. And I'm about to get stopped out immediately. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out of this thing, I guess. going to 40. Well, if they execute, they're gonna go to 400, but they're not executing. And I trade specific setups. I don't really care if it's gonna go to 40. I saw a specific setup and I traded that setup. Yeah, Zillow is really tight. Okay, I'm out of Jumia. It was a second day bounce, but yeah, this thing is this is a strong name, and it never gives a good setup. That's what's so annoying. Super annoying. It just keeps grinding higher, and I wanted to be. I was long this thing here in like 17 bucks. Then it stopped me out, and then it went straight up, like tripled or something in a couple of weeks. Yeah, more than tripled. Super annoying. And I just, it could give us a good setup. Just went straight up. QDEL. I don't see a setup here at all. It's just a random stock in the middle of nowhere. This NVIDIA better start working. This is like the slowest name ever. Silver. Yeah, it bounced off the 150, sorry, the 100-day, and now it's. I wanted to. I don't know. I just still don't see a setup here, but it is still in a big flag, like weekly chart. It looks good. Mm-hmm. I don't see a lot of things today, except for all these earnings gappers that oh man, oh. It's so hard when you see so many, like, it's always been one of my weaknesses, because none of them really stood out. Like, yeah, they all had great earnings, but none of this is really a big surprise, since all of them had great earnings for like a long time now. So none of them like had great earnings out of nowhere. That's usually what I look for. Something that's been kind of neglected for a while or for a long time, then suddenly they have big earnings out of nowhere. Something like Pinterest or Snapchat. And like insane volume, right? Insane volume. None of them really had that. But I guess, yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. Well, yeah, but Zoom is already like, just because something has great earnings doesn't mean it has to go up. The Zoom needs to build a base. That's the problem with Zoom. It's already up 500% this year. It's not that easy. A great earning goes up, bad earnings goes down. It's not really how the market works. Many times things just need to digest. Like these things, they all breaking out of like multi-month basis. Like CS, sorry, breaking out like a three-month base. CrowdStrike, also like a 3-month base. ESDC, two-month base. Okta, 2-month base. Like they're breaking out of solid bases. And Zoom would have also gone higher if it had broken out of a solid base. But this thing is not really in a solid base. Beely, yeah, Beely, yeah, this is the one we bought. Broke out of a solid base on earning. And this is another one. It wasn't really an episodic pivot out of the gate, but I was watching this level. So there was a combination of an earnings EP and breakout. It was a breakout at first, like a regular earnings breakout that became an EP. So, you know, some of these are like not very, you know, they could be a combination of two setups. But those are my favorite ones that break out of bases, that don't gap up too much and just break out of solid bases. Yeah, few months consolidation. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh man, I can't. If I just bought one of them, like Okta or CrowdStrike, why couldn't I buy one of them? CS, ESDC, I wasn't really even looking at, since it's kind of a thin stock for me. It's too thin for me, and it had the worst base also, in my opinion. FOMO is not a good, it's not a nice feeling. Or when you miss out on a trade that you should have been in and it works out really nicely, it's a really shitty feeling. I hate it. This is one of the reasons most people don't make it in this business. They can't handle it. Start chasing. And if you start chasing, you're gonna be dead sooner rather than later. Doku has earnings after the close. This thing is really in a big solid base. Look at it. This thing is in like a 4 or 5 month base. Maybe I get my revenge on this Doku tomorrow if it breaks out. Ideally, it gaps over this 234 area. I don't want a too big of gap. And then goes to like 350. That would be nice. Yeah, they're all SaaS names. Like Okta, yeah, these are like software, different types of software names. Yeah, they're all the same. Pretty much. Well, at least the same sector. Oh, now I can get data for laser, apparently. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do this last scan and then I'm gonna cut the stream. This Hexo, I had it 102 on the high volume day, and then it stopped me out, and now it's kind of grinding higher. It stopped me out at lows pretty much. Had some in my Interactive Brokers account. All these airlines and cruise lines are going pretty hard. Yeah, Tilray, this one I didn't get filled. I did get filled like 20,000 shares or something on the dip, but I think I wanted 50 or 100, I don't remember. 100, I think. UI, yeah, it is setting up. Sure, it is setting up. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's setting up. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut the stream. I don't see much value. I'm gonna play some Total War Warhammer. Yeah, this one is flagging. It is. It's a secondary flag. I would prefer more sideways as always. Yeah, Zillow is setting up. It's on my watch list, in my watch list. Coupa. Nah, Coupa I'm long. Here is where a good setup was. This is where I bought it. Just as it broke out of this base. Today it's not a good setup. I don't have a gaming stream, no. I don't have Cyberpunk pre-ordered. Right now I'm stuck in Warhammer Total War. When I'm done with that, I'm gonna get Cyberpunk. Yeah, okay, a realistic goal. Well, since 2013, I'm averaged over 200%. Like if you are a short-term trader, if you're a full-time trader, like it's like Mark Minervini says, if you don't make at least 100%, you're shit. And I agree. Like if you're a full-time short-time trader, if you're a day trader, a swing trader, if you don't make 100% at least, you're pretty bad. And those guys who are aiming for annual returns of 20% while being active traders, they're like the third of the thirds. Like 20% if you're an investor, that's pretty good. But if you're a short-time trader, you're just, get a real job, really. So if you should be aiming for at least 100%. 100%. Especially if you have an account less than a few million, like you really should be aiming for at least 100%. If you are, if you're profitable but not making at least 100%, and you have a fairly small account, you have some work to do. Just being profitable, it's not enough. Well, no, obviously not in year one. I mean, it's gonna take a few years. For me, it took 2 years just to stop losing money. But once you get profitable, you should be aiming for at least 100%. And some years you're gonna make 300, 500%. But that's, if you have a fairly small account. If you're moving 100 million, which no one in the chat is, you're not gonna make 500% probably. But if you have a $100 or $1 million account, making 100% in any year, short-time trading, no problem. And if you don't, you have some work to do. A fund of fund that we're happy to make 6 or 7%, and that's before fees, right? What a bunch of clowns. Guys, stop caring what some random idiots online think. The sentiment read online? Just a bunch of people in their mom's basement that, they're just losers. Who cares what they think? Their sentiment is irrelevant. Focus on getting great. Read the Market Wizards book. Read up on these great traders. Okay, learn from them. Stop reading what losers write and start reading what the winners write. Read the Mark Minervini books, the William O'Neill books, Nicholas Starva's book. Read the Market Wizards books. Read everything about Jesse Livermore. Read up on the winners. Don't focus on the losers on the internet. That's how you're gonna make great. If you learn from the great, you're gonna be great too. Yeah, the last Market Wizards book wasn't that good, but the first 3, 4 are pretty good. Yeah, and get out of these day trading, chat rooms. You don't need to spend any money on these trading services. There are some I recommend, like Stoppy is very good if you like to swing trade, and there he also has a lot of day trading setups. But like the thing is, like I think like Nate, the Investors Underground, like I think it's like there's a lot of great traders in there, but I don't like the way they trade. It's just a lot of people just blow up because they do a lot of the shorting of momentum stocks. It's just a very hard type of trading, very difficult type of trading. So I think they're very good. There's a lot of great traders in there, but the way they trade is not optimal for new traders, in my opinion. Especially shorting these momentum stocks. The people blow up left and right on those things. And they do a lot of scalping and stuff like that. Avoid all the scalping. It's just avoid it. It's not gonna help you. Oh, this Lisi is about to take out highs of the day. Interesting. What's the news on Lisi? I tried to look for news pre-market, but I didn't see any. Anyone knows news on Lisi? I'm too lazy to do a Twitter search. Oh, this is the one that had a PR with... Oh, I did the wrong... I put the news on EVK. Lisi was the one that had a PR with XBEV. What an idiot I am. I put the news on the wrong stock. Guys, I'm telling you, you don't need to be smart to make it in this game. Lisi super illiquid. It's traded 47 million shares today. I would say it's pretty damn liquid. But yeah, normally it's super illiquid. Normal it is, yeah, I agree. Exactly. No, the thing is, look, if you think you're the shit in this game, you're gonna have a very hard time. The shit, I mean it like in a positive way. You're gonna have a hard time. You need to be humble. I think average intelligence is enough. Like, there are some successful traders that are really, really smart, and then there are some that are not really that smart. Like, they're just not very sharp. There are a lot of traders that made tens and even hundreds of millions, and they're just not very sharp. But what they do have is enough intelligence to identify what works, and they're humble enough to not do anything stupid. Like, they avoid the stupid stuff. They do enough of the correct things and avoid the really dumb stuff, and that's what trading is all about. That's what investing is all about. Yeah, Jim Simon. Yeah, he's one of the smartest ones out there. All right, guys. If you're below average, yeah, you can make millions. You can make tens of millions, even hundreds of millions. Yeah, that's why I always get skeptical when they start idolizing some investors. Like right now, they're idolizing this Cathie Wood of ARK Invest because she nailed the past 5 years. She nailed a lot of, some of these stocks like Tesla, and now everyone's posting about what the fund trades every day, like they're rebalancing. Like, who cares? Like, she had great returns the past 5 years. She's, may not have, she may suck the next 5, right? These things go in cycles. Very few investors and funds are able to outperform over several market cycles. And as you said, all these guys that nailed the 2007, 2008 crisis, they've been clobbered the past 10 years. They've had shit returns. Because they've been looking for the next financial crisis, and the markets have been going higher. Interesting, this laser is sticking out opening range highs right now. Yeah, it's John Paulson. But remember, guys, you only need to get rich once. All you have to remember, you only need like a couple of bull runs in the markets to make a lot of money, to make life-changing money. Yeah, but Livermore had psychological problems. He was mentally ill. That's the problem with Livermore. He was a really good trader, but his mental illness got to him. He didn't follow his own rules, and that's how he blew up like 4 times. That's the thing, you need to follow your rules. And if you're not in the mindset to trade, you shouldn't be trading. Yes, I know a lot about Renaissance. I read everything about Renaissance Technologies. They're very fascinating. Martin Shkreli, yeah, he's the greatest of all time. He's in prison. Can you do the turtle trading like a deal? Richard Dennis Lykov? I don't know what it means. What do you mean? What do you mean like a deal? How your life changes? Well, your life doesn't have to change. You can live whatever way you want. But I'm telling you, being financially independent takes a lot of stress out of the table. Just waking up every day and not having the pressure to perform. Like you don't have to go to a job. You don't have to obey a boss. Like you can live life on your own terms. Like every day, like it's my decision. Do I want to trade today or not? Like I don't have to do it. It's not like if I don't trade today, I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills. And I can tell you that feeling is it's just pretty damn good, because I know how it is to have financial stress. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. And not having that, it just takes like your mental capacity increases. You don't have to worry about that shit. That's how your life changes. Then if you want to buy a lot of expensive stuff, well, that changes your life too, but it's not necessarily, obviously. Yeah, I thought about putting everything in passive investments, but I feel like I'm too young to retire. I want to see how great I can become. I want to make 100 million. Why not? Like I have the strategies, methods in place, and they're very, very scalable. Like something like, for example, mRNA. Like I was short 80,000 shares, like low 170s. But, looking at the liquidity, Even if you had been short a million shares, you would still have been like less than 1% of the daily volume. Like some of these stocks, you know, they're so liquid, and these methods are very, very scalable. The breakouts, episodic pivots, and the mean reversion shorts, if you just focus on the liquid ones. So I feel like I have the three methods I trade. I can scale them for a long time. No, I'm not trading Lisi. Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut the stream now. I wanna play some Total War. Okay, thanks for joining. See you tomorrow.